So recently at Hollywood Unlocked, of course, you've been a headline, and I really don't want to mention the young woman's name because I feel like at this point she's done enough to get clout on Instagram.
Sure.
But me being really big on having conversations about how we don't cancel people or try to publicly crucify people before we've had a chance to both hear them speak and like let the facts play out in court or something. I just was really intrigued to talk to you because I feel like with you, there was such this rush to judgment online before you even spoke.
Yeah, for sure.
So I wanted to talk about this. So this woman, how did you all meet, and how did this relationship form to the extent that we got here?
I met her on Instagram like in 2021 May. I was in Miami, and we linked up. I was in LA actually. I flew out there, go kick her with her. She was cool, at first, cool, and I went from there.
So, how long were you guys together?
We weren't typically together, like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, she was one of my,
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
she was like somebody I want to say my girlfriend. Like, she was somebody I was dealing with.
Okay, so she was somebody you were dealing with, but the way she made it seem online is you all had this extensive relationship, that you all had been together. I mean, literally this came out of nowhere, and the way that she talked about it is if like you were her kid's stepdad or something.
She made up a lot of stuff. People believe a lot of stuff in their head.
So you guys were together, and then she ended up, okay, what I'm trying to get at is the relationship, right? Like, what was the nature of it? Was she just a side chick, a jump off? Was she somebody you were involved with?
Like, she was just somebody you could say jump offs, cause I can't say side chick because I ain't had no girlfriend. I don't got no girlfriend.
Right.
It was somebody I was messing with. She was cool.
Got it. And then so you guys get together, and then out of the blue, again, we don't even know that backstory. Out of the blue, she makes these allegations online that go extremely viral.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what she said on Instagram. I had a show in Orlando, and at OTF Doodie Low was at my house along with my roommate and my son and his 3-year-old cousin. Once I left, this sick man welted 3 screws that he found in my toolbox and shoved them up my son's anus. That, I think, was the craziest post I had seen anybody post on social media. And as somebody who's been molested, of course, we saw it and reacted to it by sharing it because she had made such an outrageous claim, as did a lot of other people. Mm-hmm. We've seen it unfold since then, but I want to ask you, when you saw that, where were you and what was your reaction to it?
Sicko, pathological, psycho. I would thought that people would have common sense. 3 screws welded, and this man is not in jail. He's not charged or nothing. You get what I'm saying? So it just showed me how the internet run the world now. Like, anything they put on the internet, they run with it. Anything, like, I've never been charged, or there never was no case on me or nothing like that. You got this girl coercing her son, coaching her son to tell the law enforcement things that's not true.
Mm-hmm. Where were you when you saw the post?
Actually, she called me. I knew about this before she posted it.
Oh, she told you she was going to post it?
No, she called me like, you touched, what are you talking about? She, you know what you did? Attorney, you feel me? I ain't got time to deal with that.
What was the status of your relationship before she called you?
Like, we weren't talking.
So it was...
I was on tour. Back outside tour. I was on tour with Dirk, baby,
So the reason why I ask you is because sometimes, like, when people are in relationships and, like, either the relationship don't work out, you get with another girl, your career's taking off so you're too busy, and because they can't have you, they try to control you through the kids or through rumors or through lies. Was that the situation? Like, was she trying to be with you? What was it that was driving it?
I think she seen me going up. Mm-hmm. That's my opinion. I think that's the truth, I think, in my heart. Like, she seen me going up. I'm on tour. I'm going up, and right in front of her face, like, and we not talking. So I feel like that's a part of her plan. Like, she did it to other rappers, which I don't want to say their names, but she have a history of doing this thing. So
Of this kind of situation?
Not as
extreme.
not as extreme, but if you go look back and see what she done did to certain individuals, you'll be like, okay, there's a pattern. She just went too far with this.
No, she is beyond far. Okay, so in there, she did these posts, and you didn't really respond right away. When you saw it, did you dismiss it and say, this is so crazy, I'm not even gonna waste my time? Or did you feel like, let me watch this play out and then go from there?
You wanna know the truth? When I synced it, I'm like, she's sick. That's all I can say is she's sick. And something like that with millions of people trolling you and calling you things that you're not, pedophiles, and like my DM was chomos. I'm like, what the fuck is a chomo? I Googled it. It's like a fucking
Child molester.
Child molester. And I'm like, this is not me. You feel me? I got 4 daughters, 4 beautiful daughters. You feel me? That love me dearly. They seeing this on TikTok, and you know what I'm saying? They getting in fights at school because of these things. So it was like, it mentally messed me up, but I instantly shook it off and got back in the studio and got back to work.
You shook it off because you had to get back to work, or you shook it off because you thought
I shook it off because I know the truth.
So in this, so she posted that, and then she went on to post this. While I'm patiently waiting for the police to complete their investigation, I needed to speak up and expose this sick man to warn other females with kids and maybe other girls who dealt with him and they should talk to their kids. I kind of took that at the time as the world that she was trying to inform people, but now looking at it after it's all come out, that she was really gaslighting women and gaslighting people online to just further attack you with her claims, right?
I feel like she was trying to recruit people. Oh yeah, come say it. Think of how she said it.
Yeah.
He had to do this before, and come on, like, that's weird. Like, you trying to recruit people to, like, on some weird stuff to back your lies up. Like, you wanna recruit people, like the Me Too movement type stuff. Like, it was weird to me. So I just got back to my music, bro, and it put a spark in me to go even harder.
What were people's response to you online? Did it get worse as she kept posting and kept agitating people?
Yeah, it got worse. I got off Instagram for a minute and stayed in the studio.
So you did finally respond. You said, this shit is beyond me. Just to start, people can't make certain accusations without evidence. And then your lawyer said that's called defamation. A lot of people know what it is. Once you publish it, it's out there, the universe, and the damage has been done. So now it's come out that she's saying that it didn't happen. And it literally flipped social media upside down, because it showed a couple things. One, anything said on the internet these days is perceived to be true without evidence.
Exactly.
And 2, that this woman could indict her kid into a situation to try to control a man, even to the extent she says that somebody shoved something up his anus, which I thought was the most craziest thing.
That's sick.
So when you saw her walk it back and say that it didn't happen, what was your reaction to that?
She know the truth. She don't want to get sued.
But beyond a lawsuit, I mean, I guess maybe because I've been molested, or I've had, my own mother. In my book, I talk about how she didn't even believe me, right? And it really happened to me. In this case, it didn't happen to him, but she actually tried to get him to believe it, because I think I read that they had asked the kid if anybody had told him to say it, and he said, only my mom.
Exactly. I've been saying that from the beginning.
So now, do you feel vindicated? Do you feel like, how do you feel now that she said that it didn't happen?
It don't make me feel no type of way, because I know it didn't happen. So it's just like, I just want the public opinion, court, internet to know that this shit didn't happen.
So now that it's come out that she didn't tell the truth, or that it didn't happen, are people online is their point of view changing? Yeah,
it's a lot of apologies, and it's a lot of people apologized and said they were sorry, and you know what I'm saying? But it's like the damage is done, but as far as like I'm just getting back to my music. Getting back to drop my tape, my deluxe, Big Doodie Low.